Good morning, students. This is Kavita Anandi. In today's class, we are going to see the other topic in payment of wages and material. So the question is, calculate the norm. In this model, we are going to calculate what is the normal wages to be paid to the employee and what is the amount to be paid by the overtime duty as done by the employee. So the person is working from Monday to Saturday, so always think that normal days he has to work for 8 hours and in Saturday is a half day, so he has to work only for 4 hours. This is the rule. So from Monday to Saturday, the total working hours is 51. So Monday, the man is working for 8 hours, and Tuesday 10 hours, Wednesday 9 hours, Thursday 11 hours, Friday 9 hours, Saturday 4 hours. So normal working hours is 8 hours per day. So normal rate is 0.50 per hour. So normally if a person works for 8 hours per day, we have to pay 0.50 per hour. The overtime rate, if he is working extra up to 9 hours in a day at single rate, that means if up to 9 hours if the person works also, we have giving him only a single rate, that is 0.50 is paid for the overtime. And if it is over 9 hours in a day, we are paying double the rate, that means 0.50 plus 0.50, which is we are paying 1 rupee. So that is the thing which is given. If nothing is given, directly we can give the double rate. So they have clearly told up to 9 hours we have to pay a single rate, after the 9 hours we have to pay the double rate. So they have asked to calculate for 48 hours for weekly also. Weekly you have to work for 8 hours. So per day 8 hours, so weekly 6 days, so 6 into 8, 48 hours he has working. So if it is for week, up to 48 hours in a week we have to pay a single rate. It is over 48 hours we have to pay the double rate. This is the thing which is given. Now come for the sum. So days, write the days Monday to Friday. What is the total hours worked? The other information given, write it. Normal working hours is daily 8 hours, Saturday alone 4 hours. So you have written the two statements. Now compare it. So Monday is not done any overtime duty, so no rate can be paid. So overtime rate, since they are dividing overtime at rate as 2, single rate, up to 9 hours single rate, after 9 hours double rate. In case if no information has been specified, straight away you can have only one column for overtime hours. So Monday there is no double rate. Tuesday, actually the man is working for 10 hours. The actual working time is 8. So he is working extra for 2 hours. So I have told up to 9 hours we have to pay single rate. So 2 hours extra. So for 9 hours 1, for double after 9 hours it means 1 for double rate. The Wednesday the man is working for 9 hours, so he is working extra for 1 hour. So up to 9 hours we have to pay only a single rate. So single rate you are putting 1. And Thursday is working for 11 hours. The total working hours 8. He is working extra for 3 hours. So up to 9 hours. For extra 1 hour we have to pay only single rate. So that 1 hour is 1. And 2 hours you have to pay a double rate. And Friday 9 hours, 8 hours. So only 1 hour is working extra. So single rate. Saturday there is no extra time is done by them. So no rate can be paid. So now add the information. Total hours worked by him is 51. Normal working hours is 44. And single rate is 4. And add the single rate, we have to pay it for 4. And double rate, only 3 we have to pay a double rate. So wages of normal working hours. So how much normally he has to work for? 44 hours. So 44 into 0.50. It's a normal working without overtime. So 22. So 22 is the amount which is paid to him. And wages for overtime. So overtime means how much he has worked overtime. For single rate he has worked for 4 hours. So 4 into 0.50. And for double rate is worked for 3 hours. So 3 into 1, which is 2 plus 3, 7. 2 plus 3 plus 22, which is the wages for the day is 27. I repeat, since they have given up to 9 hours we have to pay a single rate. It is overtime duty only, but they are giving us a single rate. If after 9 hours they are paying the double rate. That's why we are differentiating it. If nothing is given, just mention a single column. So normal wages is paid for all the people. So 44 into 0.50, 22. For overtime we have 2 rates. One is single rate, double rate. So overtime for single rate is 4. So 4.50 equal to 2. And double rate we have 3. 3 into double rate is 0.50 plus 0.50, which is 1. So the value was 3. So wages for the day is 27. They are asked to calculate for weekly also. In weekly they are told The normal working hours is 48. If the person exceeds the 48 hours, we have to pay the double hour. So normally, how much hours totally the person is working? 51 hours for the week. So 48 we are paying a single head. So 48 into 0.50, which is 24. So 51 minus 48, he is working extra for 3 hours. So 3 into 1 will be the overrate because plus 3. Don't see the day, week is different. They are told correctly for weekly 48 hours is the normal rate. After 48 hours we have to give a double the rate. So 51 is actually working done by him. So from 51, 48 will be the normal wages. The extra 3 will be the overtime wages. So the value will be same. So this is the calculation of overtime wage. Do the 9 sum as your homework sum. Normal working hours 8 hours. Normal rate is 2 per hour. Here overtime rate is above 8. So no information is given. Single payment, double payment. So this clearly specified that overtime rate is double the usual rate. So double the usual rate means 4. So if he work for 9 hours also, for 1 hour he has to pay 4. So that is the thing given here. So do this sum as your homework sum. Next we are going for the material sum. Material, first thing we can see the small sums, which is very important sum we can able to get for 5 mark also. So this would have studied in plus 2 itself. So I have just done the sum. So the formula is EOQ equal to 2AB by CS. A 2AB is nothing but A is the annual usage. Annual usage is for per annum. Buying cost per order. So for per order, what is the cost given? And C is the cost per unit. S is the storage and carrying cost. If C is not given, mentions S alone, that's enough. So the question is given, annual usage 20,000 units, buying cost per order rupees 10, cost per unit rupees 100, cost of carrying inventory 10% of cost. So EOQ equal to root of 2AB by CS, the formula I have told. So A is the annual consumption, see whether the annual consumption is given. If it is monthly or quarterly, convert into annual, then you can put in the formula. So 2 into 20,000. B is carrying cost, buying cost or per order. So per order, what is the cost? 10 divided by what is the cost per unit? 100. The cost of carrying inventory is 10 by 100. So 100 into 10 by 100. So apply in the formula. At last take a root. The value EOQ will be 200 units. Mention the units. Don't forget to mention the units. Likewise, same 3/4. Here the question, it is given as monthly usage. A monthly usage is for monthly. So a monthly usage. So you have to convert into annual. So I have got 150 into 12. So you convert into annual first itself. So then apply in the formula. 2 annual consumption is 1800. Buying cost per order 2. And cost per unit is 0.32 into storage unit is 25%. So apply the formula, you will get EOQ equal to 300 units. At last you have to remove the square root. First do the calculation. First finish the denominator and remainder. Then come for the square root. This same sum, annual usage 1,20,000. Cost per unit placing order. Annual carrying cost 10% of the inventory value. There is no information given for cost per unit. So directly straight away apply. 2 into 1,20,000. Cost of placing order is 60 divided by the 10%. There is no need for cost per unit if it is not given. So apply the formula. The answer is 12,000 units. So I have given the formulas. Go through the formulas. I have attached in last class your homeworks. There are many questions which I have attached. Kindly go through it and do the sums as a homework sum after going through this video, and write down the formula, memorize the formula. This will be your 5 mark questions. It's very easy also, but it will collapse you easily. I will explain it tomorrow in the next class while doing the sum. Thank you girls. I hope you would understand the 3 models which you have done in this class. Thank you.